Alright, a little bit of a slow start this morning, but I am at the Virgin Falls trailhead. And like, even across the street, look at this. Yeah, I got pretty high expectations for this one. So I just pulled up, and that little shack right there had like 7 or 8 people in like the uniforms, park rangers there. And apparently, this place just got its, name or upgrade or whatever to become a state park. And they're actually standing there waiting on the volunteers to show up to blaze new trails. He gave me a map. They've got 15 or 16 trails already, and they're gonna make more. There are 27 waterfalls, 8 caves, and so many overlooks that you can't just count them all at once. So yeah, I'm probably gonna spend the full day here. This place looks pretty crazy, but he gave me like a suggestion route to go, so I might end up doing like 12.5 miles instead of the normal 8. So actually, I just talked to Martha, and so this is my first intersection, and the options so I can keep going this way to Virgin Falls, which is a little over 4 miles. Martha's Pretty Point on the Upland Trail is 2.5 this way. So I think I'm just going to do it. I just talked to Martha, and I heard about how great Martha's Pretty Point was. Nice quiet little stream through the rocks that's shaded. I would hang out here all day if I was a bear. Of course, you're not going to catch any fish here. They've got 3 pretty nice camping spots right here in a row. Right here, and then there's one right there, and one right there. You can't see it, but just trust me, there's one right there too. Yeah, pretty big and pretty nice. Well, Martha was right. It is a pretty point. This is the kind of stuff I love about Tennessee. Like, they got this little cave, this along the rock face. You can't really, not really a good way down there. They build ladders for you. In Missouri, they would just block all this off. This is probably my favorite place in Tennessee so far. I mean, look at this place. so nice and peaceful everywhere you go in Tennessee. All these little spots on the trail are not even on the map. There's 1,000 things on the map, and stuff like this just didn't make the cut. It's crazy to me. It's looking like we might actually get those thunderstorms today after all. Let's hope. These Tennessee scattered thunderstorms. We had shade for a while and 2 little distant rumbles of thunder. That's it. Not a drop of rain. So this is the first big fall you come to. I don't remember what there's like 4 or 5 in a line, and they all have names but I don't remember. This is the first one, the northernmost one. Alright, I came to this intersection right here. I'm pretty close to Virgin Falls now. So I got Virgin Falls and Sheep Cave one way, and just Virgin Falls the other way. I'm assuming that the cave's going to be at the bottom. I'm not really sure, but regardless, I'm going to go. So there's this girl that's been, like, every time I come off the trail to look at something, like, we constantly been running into each other. I'll follow her for a while, she'll follow me for a while, whatever. She went this way, so I'm probably going to go the other way. But, I'm assuming this is going to be the top side, because I would think the cave's at the bottom, but who knows. The rain showers finally came right as I'm getting to the falls. This is nice rain. I'm hoping that this continues for half an hour or so. It'd be so nice. Just in time to make my rocks super, super slippery for me. Yeah, I will. So, normally when I pass people, I just say like, hey, good morning, how are you? Something like that. But in Tennessee, I've been saying, is it worth the hike up here? And every single person has been like, oh yeah, it's so awesome up here. So, I've got high hopes for this Virgin Falls. So this is the bottom of Virgin Falls. Like I was right, there's no pool. It just goes back into a cave and back. I guess it comes out of a spring somewhere. I don't know, that's insane. So there's another trail that circles around to Virgin Falls. So I come up this way. And there's Virgin Falls. There's a trail here. And I think this is the sheep cave, but don't quote me, I might turn around. How are people just allowed to get out of bed in the morning and come walk to this place? This is why there are feral people. Alright, this is a crazy waterfall because, so I'm at the top now. The falls are right there. And this stream comes out of the rocks. It comes out from under the rocks like a spring, goes over the side, and then just right back in. I've never seen a waterfall like that before. I just walked over this hole, and I literally got chills because it is so much colder right here. I mean, it's gotta be, the air coming out of here has gotta be 55 degrees. Yeah, the water is coming out of this cave and then going underneath me right now and coming out here and then going over the falls and back. And like you might not be able to see, but you can see it steaming because it's so much colder than the air. It's craziness. This water is so damn cold. I mean, I dumped my water out to get this. I'm still gonna filter it because I'm, scared of Giardia. It is spring water, but still. But yeah, this is as cold as any tap in anybody's house. Well, I thought I was going to Sheep Cave the back way, but I feel like this might not be the trail. If we were in Missouri, I'd say, sure, but all the other trails around here have been a lot more well upkept than this. I don't know, I'll take it a little ways and see if I can see a trail in the distance. Found it. Yeah, I was basically going the same way as the trail, off my own head, but I was way up there doing it. Close enough. Yeah, since it rained, the bugs have been back with a vengeance. Like it's hat time. So yeah, it does loop around Sheep's Cave. Right up there, it shouldn't be too far. They don't even have Sheep's Cave listed as a waterfall on this map. But if that was in Missouri, that would be a big attraction. So this is Sheep's Cave, and it is damn cold in here. It might be colder than the other one. So I'm back at the first waterfall I seen, but the second waterfall, because when I was on the one blue trailer that I missed one. So this is actually called Big Laurel Fall, and it's flowing a lot better now after since the rain. Alright, so I am up here at Big Laurel Falls by the Hemlock Springs Trail, and the white trail takes me back to the parking lot, but I was planning on going down here to Welch's Overlook and then Amber's Den Trail, which is going to add another about 3.5 miles just to get back to here. And honestly, I'm still 3 miles away from the car, and regardless of if that dude yesterday was barefooted or not, like, I've got blisters on top of blisters at this point. And yeah, I think at the point where you have blisters between your toes and on your heel, like if you have them on the front and back of your foot, it's just no fun to walk around. So yeah, I'm still going to be at over 10 miles. It's almost 3:15, so it's going to be, 4:30, 5 o'clock when I get there anyway. I think I've seen enough. But yeah, this place has been fantastic. This has been my favorite place so far in Tennessee. So, I was going up this hill, and I'm close enough to the falls, like you can still hear them, close enough to one of these waterfalls, that the rain was starting in the distance, but I didn't notice because I just thought it was the falls. Then it started raining, and I threw my backpack off real quick to put my poncho back on my bag, and not a minute after I got my stuff back on, it just quit raining. But yeah, it is literally like a sauna down here. The mosquitoes have been leaving me alone, which is odd. After I got away from Virgin Falls, all the mosquitoes seem to stay there. But yeah, it is crazy, crazy hot out here, and I am just pouring sweat like a faucet. I love a good summer rain. So this is a little odd to me. I'm at Big Branch Falls now, which is upriver from Big Laurel Falls and upriver even more from Virgin Falls. And it's also been raining all day, and I was gonna say it was bone dry, but that would be a lie. But I mean, there's that much water comes out of a shower head. I don't know how that happens. I love these little skinny trees. We don't have nearly enough of these in Missouri. We have some, but not just big thickets of them like this. So apparently this is called Scotts Gulf Wilderness State Park. Went through the whole thing almost before I knew that. Alright, I'm back. There's the car. It is exactly 4:30. I left before about 9. So yeah, say 8:45 to 4:30. Good day. I did not see a single deer, which is a little nuts. Actually, I saw 2 snakes, and I mean the animal that I definitely seen most of was owls, which is a little odd. But also, I wore my old Hokas out there and walked through the water a bunch of times and didn't worry about it because I was like, oh, I'm letting my other shoes dry. Well, I forgot I let them dry in my hood. So now I got 2 pairs of wet shoes, which means I'm either going to start today in the morning with wet shoes or hey dudes. So, oh well. Alright, so whenever I got in the car, I went down the road trying to get my GPS to work because I don't have signal, and I saw this sign that says Welch's Overlook, and Welch's Trail and Welch Springs and then Welch Ridge was the part that I was going to do this morning, but I didn't do because I kind of bussed out. So I'm going to drive down here, and hopefully you can just walk up to the overlook and look at it, but I don't know, maybe not. Regardless, I'm going to drive through here because it's pretty, but I think it's like 2.8 miles. Even this road is like a real gravel road. State parks are not like this in Missouri. Tennessee really takes pride in their outdoors, I feel like. So yeah, that's really refreshing to see. But yeah, hopefully this. I already changed my shoes and put my last pair of dry socks on. So I am not going to do. This is not going to be too much of a hike. Otherwise, I'm just going to skip it. Alright, so I got the end of this, and some guy told me that it's just a short walk. He said you could easily do in 5 minutes. So now I'm walking down this big gravel road in blistered feet in old hay dudes. So yeah, this overview better be worth it. Maybe I should have just toughed out the old Welch Trail. Yeah, that was well worth the 0.2 miles to walk down here. I took like 35, so the sun, it came out, it was super bright. I couldn't hardly see anything on the camera. Then this cloud just worked perfectly in the sun, just kind of rolled over all of the ridge. So I took 32 pictures down there. I'm sure I'm going to save too many of them too, because it was crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go eat now, because I haven't done that yet today.